Hey everybody, I'm back with my very special guest, Maria Shriver. We've been having a very intimate conversation with people who have lost their loved ones or dealing with loved ones who have been affected by Alzheimer's disease. Toni recently lost her mother after being her caregiver for nearly 7 years. A journey she documented and posted on YouTube in an effort to share it with others. Take a look.
In 2007, my mom started displaying symptoms of dementia. She was very young, in her early 60s. She was doing things that weren't typical of her, forgetting things, little things that she would never forget. And we finally got a diagnosis of Alzheimer's in March of 2009. I was just like, I can't do it. I just couldn't wrap my brain around the fact that my mom would need full-time care, and most likely it would fall on me. Are you coloring with Grammy, Kayla? About a year after she was diagnosed, it was on my heart, very heavy, that I felt like I was meant to take care of my mom. I'll get a little emotional here because I feel like it was a God-driven thing. Like, he just laid it on my heart that I was the one, I should take care of her.
Did you sleep a lot?
I guess. I was able to have my mom in my home and care for her like she cared for me.
I love you. Love you too. Oh, that's so sweet.
And we laughed. I made it a point to make her laugh every day. And I have to say, most days I did that.
You gonna have a good day?
Welcome, Toni. I'm so glad you're here today to share your story with us. I'm going to be really, really careful with you because when I saw that video, I almost lost it. I so relate to that feeling of giving and giving back. What about going through this whole process has made this documentation special for you? And then what made it important to share with other people?
There came a point in the journey with my mom that I felt like people had to know. They had to know what it was really like, what Alzheimer's really did to somebody. And also, on another part of that was to not feel alone. I felt so alone at times. And there's millions of people, millions of caregivers, and millions of people suffering with this disease.
To me, it wasn't just about what Alzheimer's had done, but it was also about how strong our love was able to pierce through it.
Yeah.
It's almost unstoppable. I could find my mother. I don't care where you put her. I'd say, there she is. You know, we would communicate through it all. Your mom was a banker, and it was, in fact, an ATM card that gave you the first tip something was wrong. Tell me about that.
Her debit card wasn't working, and so that instantly kind of let me know that something wasn't right, because she was a banker, and she would have never allowed anything to go wrong with her banking. And so we went right to the bank, and she was at $1,000 overdrawn. And when I kind of rummaged through her purse, I discovered $400 in cash, random, in pockets, and just kind of laying in there. I wrote a check of my own for $600 to cover her. And then it was basically that day I started searching out a second opinion.
One of those moments as she was slipping away, you captured on screen. Let's take a look at that milestone moment.
A moment when I kind of had a glimpse of my old mom, I guess you could say. I actually caught on film. She was looking at a picture of me on the wall.
Who is that? Who is that?
She said, "There's Toni," but it was almost as if she didn't understand that the person holding the camera right in front of her and the person in the picture were the same. And that was the last time she said my name. And it wasn't even really to me, but it was my name.
Wow. Powerful. Your mother passed away 6 months ago. How are you doing?
I'm a little lost, to be honest.
It's okay.
I was a teacher before, and then I was a caregiver, and I totally identified with the caregiving, even though at first I was resistant to it. I became a caregiver and obviously became an advocate for Alzheimer's. And I hear a lot of people say that, people with Alzheimer's are just a shell of themselves. And I actually believe that myself. However, as I progressed through my own journey with it, I realized that you know, that's not really true. My mom was there even until the last hours.
Absolutely.
You know, she forgot names, she forgot memories, she forgot moments, she forgot how to brush her teeth, how to take a shower, she forgot how to go to the bathroom, she forgot everything, but the love was always there. The love, I know she knows I loved her. And so I'm doing okay because of that, because I know I did right by my mom.
I totally get it. And you have done so honorably. You have done so honorably toward your mother. You have answered the dream that every mother wonders, that if the shoe were on the other foot, would you love me enough vulnerable to be there for me? Mm-hmm. You have been your mother birthed her own hero. Mm-hmm. Isn't that amazing?
I just want to say how much admiration I have for her, first of all. And, you know, that she took care of her mother. This, you know, we hear everything that's wrong with our country, right, all the time. And this is what's right with our country, right? This is what's right. You know, it's perfect. And you know, it's like I'd like bow down when I hear stories or when I see that. And I would say to her, you know, join us with the Women's Alzheimer's Movement. Yeah, your voice is so important. I would say, you know, you're not lost, you're actually found.
Always remember that your value doesn't end with your mission. That you are important beyond who you take care of.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. You don't have to find somebody else to fix.
True.
To be valuable. Well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Thank you.
Up next, this beauty wants grace to cover Mademoiselle magazine. Now she faces the battle of her life. B. Smith's story when we come back. Coming up.
That patience is the toughest thing to learn and to deal with. We take every day, moment to moment, and day to day, and just appreciate what we have.